And we are live. Alright, so today we'll be doing Crystal with Ariados. Hope y'all had time to look over the stats. I attempted to do this stream yesterday, but apparently the overlay I used for the backports was loaded in another OBS tab, and it was causing problems. But I should have those problems fixed. Make sure the hidden power type is properly. Ariados' run never finished because I had to cancel the stream because of technical problems. I found a Black and White 2 as a 4-pack bundle for $60 on Walmart Online. I even found Moon Black 2 on Walmart Online. I don't know if I could find whether you could find Pokemon ROM DS cartridges. What do you mean, like you found the actual, like, game cartridges on Walmart Online? If you're seeing bundles for that cheap, they're most likely fake. Just saying. I would only buy a game cartridge from eBay, because at least you can see the pictures. I would not trust Walmart, because they let third parties use their website to sell stuff. And I've seen countless videos of people buying fake products on there, so I would recommend against it. You sure it's not just like one of those default PNGs? Or at least just look up how to tell if it's a fake cartridge or not. But anyway, let's get started. Alright, so I actually did take a look at Scott's run. He got a Faulkner split of like 750, but if you take into account the fact he mods out the encounters, I'd say with my rule set, that's probably close to a 9-minute. And I did get a 9.5-minute Faulkner split yesterday. But he did not do the struggle strat or anything. Even if it's slightly less optimal, I'm still gonna do it though. I'm actually going to try something a little different, though. I'm going to try and drain my string shots and scary faces on the Bellsprout in the tower. I think purposefully trying to find a Hoppip is too slow. Besides, those Vine Whips are only going to do like 1 damage. I'll make sure to hold a berry, though. Hey, I'm starting the stream a little bit early today because as soon as I finish this, I'm going to go play tennis with a friend. I'm going to try and get this run done. I forgot to make a poll, though. Oh, well. Yeah, I like tennis. You consider backporting Mega Garchomp. I'm not really a fan of backporting Mega Evolutions. If there was a way to backport the mechanic, that'd be interesting. I mean, I think Squidgy found a way to do it. But I don't like doing solo runs where I allow Mega Evolutions. I think it just makes the run too overpowered and boring. Because you could just go into a battle and raise all your stats for the rest of the fight. It's just not interesting to me. Garchomp basic form? Maybe. Although this week, Zealous, or not Zealous, Ike the Killer says, we're playing, shoot. He already decided what the Pokemon was, but I can't remember. Go over to Steve M Plays' channel, look at his schedule. The Pokemon is on there. I can't remember what it was. Seriously? Have you done Meltan? We have done Meltan in Red and Blue. Actually, I think we've done it in Crystal as well. Melmetal in Crystal was literally one of the worst Crystal backports I've ever done. Alright, I'm gonna buy potions in Violet. I meant to buy them in Cherry Grove, but by the time I realized I forgot, I was already on this route. But yeah, I'm gonna use up my string shots and scary faces on the Bellsprout. Hold on, is this a potion? Yeah. I meant to use a potion first. Alright, I'll use it on one of the later Bellsprouts. Because I looked at Scott's Ariados runs. He doesn't use the struggle strat, but what he does is he essentially just has to hope for he has to hope for a poison. Like, if Poison Sting doesn't poison the thing, the Pidgeotto, he straight up loses. Yeah, this is a bit more text, but this trainer is mandatory anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot Vine Whip only has 10 power points, so I'm gonna need to keep a count. 4, 5, 6, because I don't want it to use struggle. 8. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Dude, even a crit only does 1 damage. Alright. Just the XP or Flash Chew? I mean, I'm not doing this for Flash, I'm doing this for the XP. Because even though I'm using the struggle strat, I still need the XP. Plus, at level 17, I'll get access to Nightshade, which is going to be very good. Especially for Bugsy. I'm going to need it for Bugsy. Oh, those Bellsprout use growth. Oh. That actually helps with preventing them from, using struggle. Ariados does learn Leech Life, but not till a later level. If you go back to the starting soon screen for the stream, you'll see the level up moveset. You'll see what level we get it. If I remember, I don't think we end up learning it until around after Whitney. Question, am I going to be able to use up my Constricts? I think so, yeah. Oh, absolutely, yeah. I'll need to make sure to heal to full, though, for the Sage, as well as, hold a berry for Faulkner. Yeah, it looks like using String Shot and Scary Faces on the Bell Sprouts is definitely faster. Although, I should have saved the String Shots and Scary Faces for the ones that have growth on their set. So that way they don't use Struggle. That probably would have been better. I don't remember or not, but didn't you do Blacephalon? We did do Blacephalon in... I can't remember. I think it was Red and Blue. Because I remember in Red and Blue, D1 was having us do all the Ultra Beasts, so it might have been Red and Blue. I don't know if we backported its move, though, but I think we also did do it in Crystal. I'm not sure. Plus, the plan is to try and hold on to Struggle until after the third Rocket Grunt in the well. The reason I say the third Rocket Grunt in the well is because the third Rocket Grunt has Rattatas. I want Nightshade after him, but not before him. Because if I get it before him, I'll lose Struggle, and I'll have to start using Poison Sting again. Alright. I'm going to use the Super Potion in the grass on the next route, so I don't have to use the potions in my bag. You forgot to heal. That's intentional. I caught my... Yeah, I did cut my... I did get my cut user, yeah. I got a Sentret. No. I already used a potion. Honestly, since I need to hold on to Nightshade, I'm actually not going to do optional training. Oh my god, that was close. Okay, that was pretty lucky. I still have that super potion. That's not gonna be enough. I'm just gonna buy 2 potions. Oh, I need to remember, I need to save in here. Because I have had 2 separate runs die in here due to Supersonic and me hitting myself. I mean, there really isn't a risk on this trainer, but the next one there is, so... Yeah, save. Really liked that. The dodging the spinner. Yeah, it's really annoying dodging spinners. Alright, gotta save before this guy. It is gonna be a little annoying. I won't have... No, I will have Nightshade for Bugsy, because I do fight the trainers in his gym for XP. Alright, so after this, I will lose Struggle because Kurt heals your Pokemon. But that's fine, though. We'll be getting Nightshade pretty soon. Yeah, we'll just have to use Poison Sting and Constrict for 1 more level. I'm doing that just in case I somehow black out. Alright, I'm hoping this trainer, along with Bug Catcher Benny, will get me to level 17, so I don't have to fight the Paris trainer. Because the Paris trainer is not really good XP. Okay, maybe I should have fought the Goldeen trainer. Because not having Nightshade here is definitely a time loss for sure. Well, at least I get it now. Alright, I am going to use one Poison Sting because Nightshade, using 2 Nightshades would leave that thing at 6 HP. Okay, that's going to live at 1 HP, so I better use 1 Poison Sting. What? Oh, right. Okay, yeah, I did my math wrong. You know some good news? I looked at what Scott's Bugsy split was for his final Ariados playthrough. He beat Bugsy at 15 minutes on the dot. I was only 10 seconds slower. I think if I had fought Goldeen Trainer, I could have beaten his split. Okay. Just in case. But yeah, if I had fought Goldeen Trainer and get Nightshade before entering the gym, I probably could have gotten like a 1440 Bugsy. That is why I saved. That was unlucky. I hate this game. And what's annoying, though, is at level 19, the Zubat still can live at 1 HP. I'm pretty sure Scott was a slightly higher level for this fight, but holy crap. I'm just getting really unlucky. Like, even if I was a higher level, that doesn't stop Smokescreen. Honestly, I might actually use a turn 1 string shot. I'm not even kidding. No, didn't frickin' matter. Dude, what do I do? Yeah, like, I would probably need, like, level 22 to outspeed the Quilava. But I keep getting hit with Smokescreen. There's literally no way to avoid that. Even if I was the higher level, it's still gonna go for it. See, why couldn't I have just had that? Stupid rival. Also, hello, MVF. Shame, though. Like, I had a pretty good Bugsy split. I'm gonna get this to sell. I used most of my money for the potions. Also, in Steve's overlay, I did turn off the perfect stats and Pokerus options. Hopefully that works. Okay, +1 friendship. That was pretty bad. Oh, MVF, do you think... I don't know how hard this would be, but do you think in a future update to the overlay, could you put in, like, an on-off switch? Like, I can press one button on the overlay, and it just completely shuts it down. Like, it doesn't do anything. Would that be hard? I'll need to make sure to heal again. I also need to make sure to get return before I leave Goldenrod for the first time. Because without it, doing the training for Morty is going to be pretty bad. Hey, Yokai. Thanks. I'm going to fight these trainers as well. It's only the perfect stats and the encounters that change values. Technically, it's also Pokerus, so that'd be 3. So are you saying as long as I have the encounters set to on, and then the Pokerus and perfect stat things off, my game should function? Because what I have as the options are I have Pokerus turned off, perfect stats off, and the encounters are set to on. So it's not going to affect anything else? Okay. So in that case, there's not much of a point in putting it in there. Although, funnily enough, the option to have the stats be... Not the stats. The option to have the... your options be fast offset, that's actually still in the Steve's overlay. And I didn't have to set my options for this run, which was nice. Not like that really made any differences, though. Oh, crud. That was close. Alright, so you're always guaranteed to get 2 friendship just for attempting the gym leader. So I will guaranteed be able to get return after Whitney. Or now. Leech life. I'll be teaching Dig in the place of Scary Face too. Oh yeah, teaching a TM gets you 2 friendship too. Right, not at the computer right now, but yeah, you can turn everything off. Okay. I also thought it's so weird this juggler has a level 2 Voltorb. I don't know why. His final 2 Voltorbs, though, give good XP. Oh. Yeah, the level curve is definitely a problem, yeah. I mean, Heart Gold Soul Silver tried to fix it, but only really the Kanto section. But not so much the Johto section. Alright, so I just gotta remember here, only use Dig for the first half of Miltank's HP, and then when it's in its final half, allow it to use Rollout. So that way it can't use Milk Drink. Oh my god, that was so lucky. I was wholeheartedly expecting a reset. Okay, honestly, with how bad the rival fight went, I'm due for some good luck. I always hate getting that ether because I never use a repel for that grass. Alright, I'm gonna go do the training towards the lighthouse first. Yeah, and the only good gym leader is blue, and after blue you face the absolute beast that is red. Yeah, but in Heart Gold Soul Silver, though, all the gym leaders are technically good. Some of them are, well, Janine exists. But, like, whenever I do, like, solo runs of Heart Gold, even though I'm very overleveled, there's always 1 or 2 other gym leaders besides blue that's actually hard. But in the original Crystal, that wasn't really the case. It's more like a special exception that someone else is hard. Alright, so I gotta remember... Stupid Magikarp. The Lure Ball, even though I'm fishing, is at high... When the Krabby's at full HP, it's, the same catch rate as a Krabby. So I actually have to damage it. Holy... Okay, this is the most unlucky fishing I've ever had. I almost always get Krabby first try. Getting Krabby second try is bad luck, but holy crap. This is definitely a record. Dude, Krabby's like, what, a 45% chance here or something? Okay, that was insane. You guys all saw that, right? Did you guys see how many tries it took to find Krabby? Ursula's like the 10% encounter here, and I just found it twice. That's insane. This is definitely a run for sure. Yeah, this is why I wanted return before leaving Goldenrod. Because doing this training with Poison Sting, Leech Life, and Dig would be so bad. That's why doing all those trainers was necessary. I like how no one is acting surprised about my bad luck with fishing. Oops. I mean, Poliwhirl's, I guess, okay XP? 500, okay. I normally do not like encountering this guy because he has 3 Pokemon, but at the same time, Ariados could use training. Uh-oh. Oh, that is bad. Well, you know what's funny? I was gonna teleport back anyway after beating this guy. You know what? This honestly kind of saved me time. At least I already talked to Jasmine. So honestly, I'm gonna say that was necessary. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, literally as soon as that fight was over, I was gonna teleport back to Ecruteak. I did lose quite a bit of money though, but I just did a shopping spree, so honestly, that blackout didn't really matter. It probably saved me some time, actually. Wouldn't Toxic Barb help? The Poison Barb? It would be nice, but the problem is, it's a day of the week item from the siblings. The sibling that gives you the Poison Barb is on Route 32. It's the same route as the Union Cave. The problem is she only appears on Tuesdays. And I play the game on Sunday so I can get the TM for Return. If I want the Poison Barb, I'd have to forget learning Return, which is honestly way too much of a sacrifice. Although, if you guys go back and watch my Crystal Tentacruel video, that run actually played on Tuesday, because Tentacruel did not want Return, so I actually got the Poison Barb. You're playing Baldur's Gate 3 and you needed to roll a 5 or above on a 20-sided dice, so around 75%. How many times did you go in a row without a 7 times? Oh my god. That's insane. I probably wouldn't play Kid Icarus on stream. Doesn't seem like my kind of game. I will play, I will do a first time playthrough of Coliseum when it comes out on Switch 2. Honestly, I think they won't release it for Switch 2 until Pokemon Day of next year. That's what I think. They're probably waiting till then to release it. But as soon as it comes out, I will stream it. Pit vs. T-Link? I don't know. I don't know much about Pit. Besides in Smash Bros. There was a time in Smash Bros. 3DS where I actually tried to main with Dark Pit. Alright, so I will outspeed the Haunter. The main point of all that training was so on Morty's team, I outspeed the Ghastly and the first Haunter, because those Pokemon have Curse, and if they hit me with Curse when I'm trying to use Dig, I'm gonna die. Alright, so if this is truly Hidden Power Ice, this should be neutral. Yep. Alright, Hidden Power Ice is actually functioning. I just got 2 crits. What? Okay, I just got 3 crits in a row. Okay. Why am I getting good luck in spots that don't matter? I found a YouTube video of someone getting Moon Black 2 DS cartridge. Isn't that some sort of ROM hack? Alright, I'm gonna have the Mint Berry here in case he lands Hypnosis, because the Gengar does outspeed. I mean, I had to do the training anyway, so I may as well have just gotten it. Nightshade would not be better, no, because Dig would be guaranteed one-shots. Oh, you meant on those other trainers? No, because Nightshade only does the amount of damage based on your level. There is no way those Ghastlies had 33 HP. So yeah, no, it would not. I've heard of some people doing that with ROM hacks. Especially the ones based on Fire Red. Alright, I've started to perfect that movement. I go into that bottom left little section, and I look left. If I look straight down, I run immediately into that spinner. I was about to save, but, no, I quad resist fighting. This gym is not threatening. The only thing that's really threatening is if Chuck, like, puts me to sleep with Hypnosis or confuses me with Dynamic Punch. I mean, I have a bitterberry if I want to equip that, but I'm actually just going to hold on to the mint berry in case he hypnosises, because the bitterberry I do have is actually potentially useful for Will in case he confuse rays. Sadly, gotta lay down now. My wife will wake me up in like 5 hours. Got neck pain. Well, thanks for stopping by. Hope your neck pain gets better. Sorry to hear that, though. They'll stay and leave a lurk. Thanks, Yokai. Hopefully the mint berry gets used. And of course it doesn't. Of course, the one time I ever grab the mint berry, it's useless. I prefer my flyer in slot 2. Thank you, having it for 3 weeks now. At some point, it'll hopefully get better. 3 weeks ago, I had stabilized my head with both hands when I wanted to lay down. Ouch. Did you guys know you can talk to the bookshelf? Useful knowledge, you know. Yeah, Price should go just fine, although I need to remember, before I fight Price, I need to go get Sludge Bomb. I know something Scott did, was he taught Sludge Bomb immediately, but it might potentially be better to hold on to Nightshade for Jasmine, so you don't have to use Hidden Power Ice. Well, honestly, I don't think it would matter, honestly, because they're both going to be 3-shots. I would need to be, like, level 52 to 2-shot the Steelix with Nightshade. There's honestly really not much of a point in using Nightshade for it. Yeah, there's no point in having Nightshade for that fight. God damn it. If you're wondering why I dug out, the reason I did that is because since I actually dodged that rocket spinner, it's actually faster to dig out and just walk here. But then again, that's assuming you cannot skip him the second time, because if you attempt to pass him again and you did successfully dodge him, then it's faster. But if you skipped him the first time and then he sees you the second time, then doing this would be faster. It's more like a It's more like a safety backup strat if I somehow pass him. I think the quick claw activated turn 1. It just activated underground. Nice. Did you guys know Centric can't learn Whirlpool? Gotta get Sludge Bomb after this. Can you imagine if that froze me? Hey, Shadow Stitch. Big spooter for Spoopy month. Yep. Alright, so the plan here is to dig the Magnemites and 3-shot the Steelix with Hidden Power Ice. I know Scott did get a reset here because of a crit, which could happen. Alright, everybody, time for the dreaded phone call. I'm gonna get the PP up here for Sludge Bomb, because I will actually be keeping Sludge Bomb until red. You're gonna play your own Spooter? Is it Galvantula? Or have you already done that? Oh, a heads up for everybody. The next time I'm doing Pokemon Black is actually going to be in November. It's going to be a couple of weeks before Daily December starts. During that week, Shadow and I are going to be playing the Unova Weather Trio. We'll be doing them as live streams. They're probably going to be only one playthrough each, because I would prefer it if we could do like 2 of them in one stream. So we'll just do first playthroughs. Just first playthrough races. Oh, Shadow, I don't know if you had planned to do this anyway, but it'd be really cool if you backported Enamorous as well for that stream, for that week. That'd be pretty fun. Spiderweb, gross. You beat me to it. You didn't think about doing an Amorous? It's so we can do 2 streams, and each stream can have 2 runs in it. We could do, like, Tornadus Thunderous, and then, like, Landorus Enamorous. Oh, dude. It conversioned into a ghost type. Okay, so I'm probably gonna need to use Dick. Yep. Either that or the Therian forms. I would have no problem playing the Therian forms. I don't know. I think maybe for now we should do the regular forms. And Confuse Ray. Dude, this guy always throws in an unexpected reset. I'm not kidding. All of my resets today have been on rival fights. That Golbat always goes for Confuse Ray turn 1, and I legitimately hit myself every single time. My other 7 resets were all in the one in Azalea Town because I was slightly under-leveled, but honestly, it wasn't really the under-leveling that was the problem. It was the fact that I was underspeeding the Quilava and getting hit with tons of smoke screens. Like, I think if I had done the training in the Union Cave, I could have gotten level 22 for that fight, and probably speed tie it at least, but honestly, 40 base speed is not great for Ariados. Honestly, I'm not sure if the extra training would have let us outspeed. I think I just legitimately got very unlucky. Hey, this is the most entertaining part of the run, don't you think? Alright, so as soon as I get into the department store, I'm gonna buy 4 protein and the rest in calcium. I don't want... no Shadow Ball. Alright, we are going to buy... Okay, just 3 protein then. And the rest in calcium. Yeah. But yeah, the reason you guys see I still have room for 1 more protein and 1 more calcium. I have no more money for the 1 calcium, but I can pick up 1 more free protein inside the ice path, which is coming up very shortly. I may as well just use that protein. Yeah, I need calcium. I mean, the extra special defense is nice, but it's mainly for extra damage from hidden power ice. That's my only special move. Gotta make sure I can one-shot those Dragonites. Alright, gotta make sure to get the pink bow. Alright, I've got 2 PP-ups. I'm going to be using Pink Bow Return for Claire. You may think, potentially, that Hidden Power Ice with Nevermelt Ice might be the better strat. Actually, I don't know if Sludge Bomb would be better. Let's see. 102 power. Return is an effective power of 112 with Whitney's boost. Silk Scarf. Yeah, 112 after Whitney. No, that's 112 after the Silk Scarf. Can anyone take 112 and multiply it by 1.25? I think Sludge Bomb might be better even with the Pink Bow. Yeah, I think I'm just going to use Sludge Bomb. I say Ariados, but I can understand Ariados. I go back and forth. I mostly say Ariados. 140? Okay, Sludge Bomb with Stab is 135. Okay, so it looks like Stab Sludge Bomb is slightly weaker than a max-powered return with Pink Bow and Whitney's badge boost. But once I get Janine's badge boost, then Sludge Bomb becomes better. Yeah, it's like barely any difference. Okay, good to know. Steve's Race Overlay has all the effective power, which is really handy. If you guys are wondering why don't I just do my solo runs with that overlay, I still prefer this overlay for my solo run videos. That overlay that we use is only for the backports. Oh, dang, I have no room for that calcium. Joke's on you, MVF. I wasn't going to forget it. Whenever I do the races, I tend to forget Dratini, but when I do the runs, like, either by myself or offline for a video, I never forget Dratini. There might have been one time I actually forgot, but usually the times I forget are when I'm doing races, because I focus so hard on trying to beat the other guy, I just forget to get it. They gave our jobs back, right? Alright, so I need to be 58 at the league after using... I basically have to use every Johto candy. I'm pretty sure Scott did not get the Whirl Islands candy, so I will be skipping it. I know he got the Mortar candy. Because you don't really need candies in Johto, because the fast level up, or in Kanto, because the fast level up group is really good at this point. In fact, in Kanto, I'll be picking up the Cinnabar Island and the Fan Club candy just to use before Red. I'm not going to fight any of the trainers here. Yeah, surprisingly, Ariados is a fast growth rate. Really weird why it is. I freaking hate that Typhlosion. That Quilava smokescreen gave me 7 resets. I just kept missing so many times. I like how it used Future Sight instead of Psybeam. I'm actually probably going to use the candies after Will. I'm going to equip a Bitterberry, though, because I don't think I'm going to one-shot his first Xatu. Oh, I undersped it, though. Agility. Okay, okay, hold on. No, I do not need Dig anymore. Get rid of it. Holy cow, that was close. And Quick Attack. Okay, fine, I'll use the candies. Not all of them. I think I'm just going to use one candy. Okay, I should just quit being cheap. Yeah, the notes say 58, use all your candies. I just gotta quit being cheap. Oh, I outspeed that by 1. Nice. Hello, Santiago Wickinson. I hope I said that right. No, no, no. Just hold on to the Bitterberry. Who knows? I might get confused here. His Crobat, I believe, has Confuse Ray. That thing just used Giga Drain. That's its only attacking move. I just realized that. But it's interesting, though. That thing usually uses Double Team. Alright, so before Karen, I will need to use an HP up. I know Scott got like 3 resets on Karen in his run because he was getting really bad luck. He purposefully didn't heal, so that way the Umbreon's less likely to go for Sand Attack turn 1. But he was at half health. I think at the time he didn't know about the HP up strat. So I'm going to use an HP up. Because not being at full HP actually reduces the chance for using Sand Attack turn 1 from like 90% down to 60. So anything to make her slightly more consistent, I'll take. Just convenient that there's an HP up in Victory Road. A full restore. There they are. Elixir, max elixir. Oh, it failed, okay. I just realized, I'm gonna have to hidden power ice the, Gengar. I mean, the Gengar's only good move is, Lick. You know, oh. Okay, thank you for not using Destiny Bond, I appreciate that. Okay, that was very close. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna go Never Melt Ice here. Even resisted Sledge Bomb's still probably doing good damage, no? Resisted on who? Like, Gengar? It'll probably do okay damage, I just don't have the ranges. I'm not sure. Okay. Nice crit. I hate this game. Alright, so I need to actually use Agility turn 1 on Gyarados to allow it to use Rain Dance. Seriously, the rain was up and it crit me anyway. Awesome. Wait. No. Gengar quad resist Sludge Bomb. Dang it, Shadow. Quit trying to trick me. Oh, fun fact, you actually don't have to win this fight. Whether you win or lose, the guy still gets back to work. I actually only found this out through randomizers. This thing gets psychic way too freaking late. And you get healed after this fight too, which is interesting. Alright, Erica, Misty, Surge, Brock, Blaine, Janine, Sabrina, Blue. Teach Curse over Return for Blue. Dude, he's stuck. Alright, I'm gonna re-equip the pink bow. It took a lot of practice, yeah. But I used to speedrun Pokemon Gold back in the day. Except back then you would do it with visual cues. I mean, for this I use audio cues. I actually find it easier to do on the bike, because whenever you bike and you see it slow down, that means you know you hit a wall. Plus, when you're on the bike, you bump the wall a lot faster. There's like barely any waiting time. I just wait like half a second in between inputs. I'm probably the only person who does Rock Tunnel in the dark on the bike. Actually, I think I'm the only one who does... Oops. I think I'm the only person that does Rock Tunnel, period. I think everyone else that plays Crystal, like even Scott, I don't know about Snowy. I'm pretty sure Snowy does as well. But I'm probably the only one that does Rock Tunnel. I don't care what people say. Rock Tunnel is faster. The actual speedruns do it. But then they say, well, what if you make a mistake going through it? And I'm like, practice. I remember Scott tried to make a little video demonstration showing me that it's not really, like, as good as I think it is. He did Rock Tunnel by walking, and he did all sorts of weird little things. Like, in the first room, I will actually go up. I actually go right one tile and then up, so I don't go up the stairs to Steel Wing. And then head straight right. What he did was he walked up, left, down, all the way right, then up. He did the whole thing by walking. In that amount of time, I can clear Rock Tunnel twice. Yeah, Rock Tunnel is only faster if you're good at it. Plus, here's the thing with going the other way to the power plant. The mandatory trainer has 2 Pokemon, but the mandatory trainer in the Rock Tunnel route only has 1, which is Machamp. The other one's like Sandslash and Golduck, I think. But going the Route 9 way, actually, there is a spinner that has 2 Skiploom. We call her Jumpluff Girl because we often think she has Jumpluff, but she doesn't. But if you end up there's a risk you encounter her. I mean, Scott never has to worry about that risk because he cheats spinners. But even if you skip that spinner, going my way is still faster. Plus, going through the rock tunnel literally puts you closer to the center. I know Scott will find a way. Scott actually told me he hasn't patched out spinners in Heart Gold yet because he hasn't figured it out. I mean, it's convenient for me. Because I don't have to ask him to take that patch out. He actually made special patches for me for like Emerald and Platinum and Fire Red and stuff. Well, Leaf Green. I asked him to make me a special patch for Leaf Green, which wasn't that hard for him. I asked him to make me patches that had everything he had except no spinner patch. Because it's not his overlay that puts in the spinner patch. It's literally a part of the ROM. Like, his ROM just has that coded in. Oh, it was incredibly easy. Dude, he would have figured out a way anyway. Quack Hay. Boss KO, I know you're in the background. You gotta go Quack Hay. Is somebody here to Quack Hay? Alright, time for Surge. Also, Squidgy. I don't think Squidgy does Rock Tunnel backwards either. It is going to be slightly annoying not having Dig for the Magnetons, but they usually like to waste your time with Double Team anyway. Oh, Axu was telling me that he was helping give Scott tons of pointers about Gen 5. And Axu told me Scott was asking him, like, why don't, like, more people do the postgame? There you are, Boss KO. See, I knew it. You're always there. But he was asking, like, hey, why don't people really do the Gen 5, like, postgame? And he mentioned, like, D1 does the league rematches. But I personally don't do round 2 of the league. Because, generally round 2 of the league doesn't really make it interesting. Plus, Alder is kind of a bad champion. His team is just not that good. I mean, I do like fighting Cynthia, though. But it just adds a lot of travel time. Jeez, got out of the shower, almost missed it. Were you actually listening in the shower? If so, that was funny. And also, holding on to Hidden Power Ice this entire time was just for Brock. I've always tended to notice with some Pokemon, you often don't have a good move to deal with Brock. Like, you'll have Return, maybe a stab move, but usually you wouldn't have a thing to deal with Brock. How's Ariados doing? Okay. I actually didn't finish watching it, no. Where is my elixir? Oh, here it is. Honestly, I may as well just teach Curse now, because I don't really need Hidden Power Ice anymore. I'll do it next time I'm repelling. Oh, wait, no, 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 no. Yeah, don't teach it yet, because, I'm not teaching Curse over Hidden Power, I'm teaching it over Return. Yeah, don't teach it yet. It depends on the mon, though. I guess I haven't done Alder that many times, but I just don't like artificially making the run longer, with some exceptions. And honestly, those main exceptions... I mean, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I don't really think the Round 2 League really makes the runs longer, unless you're playing with a really good Pokemon. Because for a lot of, like, mediocre Pokemon, you end up needing to do more training for Red, and literally Round 2 of the League is perfect training. I mean, Steven Stone is literally just one trainer. You're literally able to go from Wallace straight to Steven in like 2 minutes. But I don't want to fight Alder in the runs, though, because you have to fight the entire Elite Four again. I just don't find Round 2 matches just for the sake of doing the Round 2 League that interesting. I only do it in Heart Gold because it smoothens out the level curve from Blue to Red. Instead of a massive spike, it slowly goes up. Like, the start of the league is level 59, and Lance's ace is level 75. And Red's lowest is level 80, so it smoothens it out, which I feel like it helps with the pacing. Oh. I gotta fight Sabrina. Gang Spinner. Hey, Shadow, I know you're dreading the eventuality of Gen 5 remakes, but what would your reaction be if in the new Gen 5 remakes that eventually come out, they modify the story slightly, so, like, maybe after you beat Getsus, Alder will want to challenge you immediately, kind of like how he does in Black 2 and White 2? If they make Alder fightable in the main story, would you like it? It's just a what if. Like, I'm just asking. Oh god. Alright, teach Curse in the place of Return, which is slot 1. Alright, the plan is just to use 3 Curses for Pidgeot and Sweep. I'm holding on to Hidden Power just for the Ride-On. Also, I think it might be better to use the Agilities first. I am impressed that did not kill. I doubt they'll do that. Yeah, I doubt they would too. Remakes generally do not change the story by that degree. But it's a hypothetical. I think that was one of Black and White 1's biggest problems was Alder was pretty much a skippable champion. It made him kind of forgettable. Do something like a... Oh, yeah, that would actually be pretty good. Like, imagine after the credits, when you... Oh. Like, imagine after the credits, when you walk away, Alder stops you and asks if you want to do a real champion battle. That'd be pretty cool. Also, this is the exact level Scott was at Red, level 73. I must have did the exact same training as him. Alright, so the plan is get rid of this Pikachu. Oh, Charm Miss, that's really good. He sends out Snorlax second because it has a Amnesia, which it counts as a Psychic move. But I remember from Scott's run, you need to use all 6 Body Slams. I just realized I never taught Rest. Watch me win without it. That would have been it. I'm not kidding. That would have been it. I am so shocked I did not get paralyzed that whole time. That is insane. Alright, so I just need to use 4 agilities, and that's a crit. Oh my, dude, Red, calm down. Calm down, Red. Really annoying, though, when Red does the turn 1 charm. I mean, there's not really much I can do about it. That's why I'm really upset I forgot to teach Rest in that first attempt, because I got the turn 1 charm miss. Oh. I'm going to use the rest of my agilities, and then use 3 more curses. Holy shit, Red. Stop that. Pretty soon he's gonna run out of those. Oh my god, Red, you sack of shit. Okay, yep, he's out of body slams. Alright, sweet. Everything from here should be a one-shot. Snorlax chose violence, exactly. I don't know what Scott's Ariados runtime was. I'd have to take a look. I think it was in the high 120s. $127.53. 13 resets, 1 blackout, level 74, game time of 5:22. Okay, this run was quite unlucky. Not just because of Red. I kind of expected crits at Red, because you have to just set up on the Snorlax, but he did crit a lot. But the 7 resets I had at the Azalea rival was just damn awful. Like, I don't know even if at level 22, like if I had done more training, I might have been able to avoid the Quilava. But here's the thing though. It still would have been a 3-shot because I was using Nightshade. So I was still getting hit with the smoke screens. So even if I outsped, I could have gotten hit with 1 less smoke screen, but it didn't really affect anything. I just got so unlucky with just constantly missing and getting burned. And then I had a reset in the underground rival because I hit myself so many times. And I had a reset on Will because I tried to be cheap and not use my candies. Honestly, I'm mainly just upset about how Rival 2. But overall, though, I think the struggle strat is probably the better strat than, like, having to rely on Poison, Sting, and Constrict. Like, I think the true proper strat could be, like, after you tell the police officer the rival's name, don't fight any of the wild Pokemon. Fight youngster Joey, the mandatory youngster Dan, I think his name is. And just those 2 trainers. Fight those 2 trainers, get the Bitterberry, and then buy potions in the Cherry Grove Mart. And then inside the Sprout Tower, do only use String Shot and Scary Face on the Bell Sprouts that have Growth, because Growth has 40 power points. That would have been so much better to do it on, because the earlier Bell Sprouts had Vine Whip only, so they could use Struggle. And honestly, I should have also done the Goldeen trainer, Fisherman Ralph. I also should have done what's his face? I should have also done probably Hiker Russell or Hiker Anthony, because I wanted to get Nightshade before doing Bugsy. I did have to use Constrict and Poison Sting on some of the trainers in his gym, which is slow. Yeah, this was still a pretty good run. In fact, let's go take a look at Scott's video. Let's see what his final time was. I mean, I did use mostly his strat, but the main caveat between his strat and my strat, the main caveat between his strat and my strat was literally struggle. Oh, check this out. This is the level he fought the rival at. Look at his speed. He has 29 speed at level 20. Rival speed has 34 speed. Even he undersped. Like, literally, the training only would have mattered for getting Nightshade before Bugsy's gym. That's all it would have done. That shows you how unlucky I got at this fight. Look at it. I'm sure he's got a first try. Oh, it's muted.
And I have to say, it shouldn't really be having problems. I'm gonna survive enough Embers and then knock the Quilava out using Nightshade, but it gets a critical hit doing enough damage to finish me before I get my
not first try.
If this doesn't happen, I will have enough damage and I'll win, which is what happens in my second battle. So frustrating first reset for this follow-up run. For win.
Okay, honestly, that more pisses me off. Why did it never use Smokescreen on him? That Quilava constantly kept using Smokescreen on me. It was so awful. But yeah, let's figure out what his final playthrough time was. Right here.
If it happens. But in this case, I get one reset. In the next battle, the Snorlax doesn't crit me, and I'm able to get set up. It's rarely the case that a Pokemon needs all 6 curse setups to knock out all of Red's Pokemon in one hit, and in this case with Ariados, it only needs +3 attack before it can sweep his team. I set up one extra turn just to take a little bit less damage from the Snorlax, then I set up my speed, and with that I sweep his team. Ariados clocks in with a third playthrough time of 1 hour 22.
Okay, so he was about 5 minutes faster, but then again, I don't play with cheated encounters, and this was Scott's third playthrough, I think. So honestly, I think with my rule set, I still played pretty good, but I will confidently say though, I think those resets of the rival cost me 3 minutes. I think if those rival resets didn't happen, I probably would be at a 124, which would honestly match this result that Scott had. So literally the rival just screwed me so bad. But anyway, let's rank this on the leaderboard, shall we? Alright, let's see. I know it was a game time of 5:22, level 74, 13 resets, real time of 1 hour, 27 minutes, and 53 seconds. Alright, so if we take a look at the leaderboard here, Ariados got 11th place. It did about 45 seconds worse than Vileplume, but Vileplume was honestly kind of okay. It was actually surprisingly similar to Ariados. It had a really bad Bugsy section though, but thankfully it had access to Acid. It had to rely on Acid, Sludge Bomb, Return, Hidden Power Ice. Yeah, literally, if I got no resets on any of the rival fights, I would save over 3 minutes. That's how bad my luck was. So maybe in the future, this could be a justification for a re-rank, but starting in the new year, I will be doing re-rank streams. So for each week, I'm still going to do one particular game per week, because I kind of like that system. But it's actually going to be split up into one video, one live stream. I'm going to try and make them a duo, like Ariados, Ledian, stuff like that. One's a video, one's a stream. And then there's going to be 2 other ones. There will be a re-rank stream. I'll have it I'll have a community poll out at the start of the week saying, hey, which of these Pokemon that only had one playthrough should qualify for a re-rank? I'll probably end up choosing like 3 Pokemon I would want to run, and whatever has the highest vote, I'll rerun it. And the 4th one will be a random solo run. I'm only going to do Pokemon that I think can do better. Like, for example, I'm not doing a second playthrough with Blissey. I know Fortress can do better with a second playthrough, but that Pokemon was pure frickin' garbage. I don't want to play it again. Similar thing with Spinarak. I think Pokemon I would want to put on the poll would be like Espeon, Umbreon. I would potentially re-rank Murkrow. I think Murkrow and above could qualify for the poll. And then, yeah, and the 4th stream will be a random run, but I'm doing that in the new year. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, everyone. I do appreciate it. The next stream, I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or Thursday. Because I did potentially plan for an interesting stream tomorrow, but I'll have to see if I have time for it. If not, Thursday for sure. Anyway, I will see you all later.